So basically I've just got this deal now that just wired this push button on. So that's about 200 volts. So you can see that's what the ramp looks like. Just about 200 volts dead on. It's a pretty clean ramp. Those toroids I'm using seem to do the job just fine. And yeah, it's not bad ramps. So once the caps are charged up, can't really see, but yeah, I mean it kind of hugs on just a little bit over an amp at about got 16 volts on it right now. So just running like that, you know, it's not really pulling that much off the supply. Whoops. So you can see, like, just charge it up, let it go, let it run down off that capacitor, which again is a fairly large capacitor. But keep it charged up, can increase the on time a little bit. Sagging just a little bit there. Obviously, you know, increase it too much, then lose that ramp. But let me see, let me speed it up just a little bit. So that's about 280 kilohertz right there. So that's under 300 kilohertz, but you can see that you know, still got a pretty straight sword right there, right? So that's basically how that's looking. Don't want to run that too long because it's making a pretty loud thump. And actually cut it up a little bit more than that. Let me see. So that's the max output right there. So about 210 volts, 210 volt ramps or so. So that's a half bridge. And that's pulling, I would say, probably about, you know, 20 watts or something. Take 20 watts to do that, right? So I say that's not bad, but still, I've got that big cap right there. It doesn't need to be a big cap, but, you know, I had to add about 4,000 microfarad more on that bus just to sort of be able to do that comfortably. And again, that filter is not really having any problems. Alright. So yeah, not bad. Drain that down. So basically I realized I did have a coil laying around for my full bridge deal. I actually didn't need to wind one. It's the original coil, actually down there, the original coil that I used for testing the first build I made. So I could just reuse that, but I'm having a little problems getting it tuned the same way. I'm not real sure what it is, so still working on that. I've got some things I need to do to test that circuit. So arcs I got off that, you know, I got pretty decent arcs off that also, but they just weren't what I was getting before. In this case, I bet if I actually throw resonant capacitor on with the secondary feedback, that I'm thinking that'll look pretty awesome. So need to try that. But again, you know, don't really need this gigantic cap, but I realized I needed to add that much more capacitance to actually get decent arcs from that other setup. But again, I'm still tuning that. It was only 11 bucks for these two toroids right here, so I think that's a pretty good deal. They seem to work fine on this build. Been building up stuff to build another one, so you can see I've actually using some old caps here out of a drive where, you know, where they meant to be replaced. So 20,000 microfarad I could have. Maybe that's overkill. I don't know. Seems like a fun number though. Probably need to grab another one of these. I'm probably going to have to stack two together. That's what I'm thinking. And then I'm going to go with some bricks here. So that's sort of the plan. Probably go back to using one brick for the buck, and, you know, do a full bridge setup, right? So yeah, probably that's going to take a while, but you know, we'll see how that works out.